Okay, I think we're live. So, welcome everybody to the 11th Tribal Council of the season. Yeah, we are here with the Laveau tribe. And before I start, we do have a special guest who will be reading the votes tonight. It's season 1 fifth placer, Josh Coolness.
Hello,
Also,
everyone.
the host of T Prentice.
First returning person to come back and read the votes.
I think so.
So I'm
We
the
had
first
DJ and
person.
Allison, but
I'm the
you're the
first person to be on T-Viber both seasons, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, besides me, but but
Good,
okay.
you don't count.
Yeah. He'll be reading the votes tonight, but yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna read what's happened the past couple days and then we'll get to the vote. So last round we had our first double elimination of the series. And in this round we saw 2 people join Chris in the jury. The first person to go was Austin, who went home in a 6-4 vote, making him the second jury member. And he also did go home with 2 idols in his pocket. So yeah, sad night for him. After that elimination, we moved on to the second round of the elimination, and the castaways competed in a game of fetch, in which they had to retrieve a series of household objects through a series of different rounds. Basically, the last person to return each round with their object was eliminated, kind of like OTEV and Big Brother. In the end, it was Kieran who came out on top, claiming his first immunity win. Jennifer was then sent packing in a 5-3-1 vote. After Jennifer was sent home and the double elimination was over, the tribes competed in the next challenge. And in this challenge, they were given a series of trivia questions in a series of rounds. And each round was a different theme, including game trivia, like what's happened in this game, general trivia, logo trivia, stuff like that. Each round, one person would be eliminated. So the last person to not answer a question would be eliminated that round. And we would keep going until one person remained. In the end, it came down to Kieran and Daniel, but Kieran was able to score the win after winning 3-0 in the final round. This second win is Kieran's second immunity win, and will guarantee him a spot in the final 7. So he is immune tonight. So with that being said, I'll start with the questions. So first one's to Kieran.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, so second immunity win. How important is safety at this stage of the game? We're only down to 7 or 8 people, 7 next round. So how important is it to be safe?
I think it's definitely really important. You know, it not only like does it keep me safe, but it allows me to be more comfortable and like try and make moves and that kind of stuff.
So do you think safety is kind of like an extra, I guess, guard you can say when making moves? Like
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So do you think you needed it tonight at all, or do you think that either way
I don't think I needed it tonight, but it's definitely nice to have.
Yeah. Okay. Next question is for Lamar. Hey, so Lamar, you're the last Bambara standing. 4 of you made merge, but 3 of you have just went out back to back to back. So, how does it feel to be the last one from your original tribe?
I mean, it's fine, but you know, we're going back to back, so it's just me. So I feel like I'm going to fucking.
Yeah. So you feel like you're next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, I mean, it would be dumb to vote me out, but I mean, they'd be doing dumb stuff all game. So
why do you think it would be dumb to vote you out? What kind of?
Because you can use my vote. Like y'all, when I'm gone, it's gonna be 5-7, which means y'all gonna be going at each other. So why throw me out when I'm on the bottom? You can use me as a vote. You know what I'm saying?
Is there any like specific people you think would need you most?
I'm not gonna spill no teas.
Okay. Okay. I guess moving on. Daniel. I think it's like, ooh, is it? Okay, there we go. So Daniel, so it's clear that there seems to be like a group voting round and round again. Is Daniel here?
I'm here, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you went off cam. I think that's why. Let me see, but that's okay. So it seems to be like clear that there's been like a group voting round and round again. Majority's kind of always been against Bambara. You think things are going to change this round, or do you think the same group is going to be sticking together? Like, even if you're in it, if you're not in it, what's your kind of take on that?
I'm assuming yes, but like, I mean, it's not up to me. No offense, but like, if we've had a good thing going for a while now, why ruin it? But no, I know where I'm going for this vote, but I don't know where other people's heads lie. So,
okay. And Lamar kind of threw out that it would be smart to like use his vote going into later stages of the game. Do you agree with that? It would be good to have that extra vote, or do you think that that just makes him more of a dangerous player?
if one, I think Lamar knows that if he gets to the end, he's gonna win. I know he's like trying to say anything he can to be safe, but like have to use someone like that as an extra vote. Maybe your game isn't as good as you think it is. I think it's dangerous that he's in the game, and I think he knows it's dangerous that he's in the game, and he can roll his eyes all he wants, and he can flail his hands all he wants.
Girl, you still talking? Shut up! Like, go on. He boring. Next.
This is what he always does. Like, that's what Bombera loves to do. They knew that they were on the bottom of all the strategic
It's
votes.
Bombara, bitch. It's Bombara.
Get her, Jade! Get her, Jade!
Like, here's the thing. They all try to be
Jacob. I thought it was past his bedtime. Don't his mother take his phone after 9?
try to all be iconic. You know,
I have no
like what
idea.
they're doing
Okay, work.
now.
Okay, one at a time.
He can. No, Lamar can sit there all he wants and say that like it'd be stupid to take him out, but at the end of the day, like what he's doing right now is acting a fool and trying to be iconic, just like the 3 other people who just got out before him. So
Nobody's trying to be iconic. I was born iconic. Thank you. And Jacob, are you a boy?
Okay, no. Okay, we don't need to do that. Okay, so I guess I'll move on. So Cameron.
Of course,
yeah. So what's your kind of take on all this? Lamar being the only Bambara. You think it's good to keep him in, or do you think it's not so good?
Jury-wide, right now, it's looking very bitter. Of a very bitter jury, in my perspective. So keeping him on and might just end up being a bad thing. But I can also see the other side of the spectrum where he's a vote. At the end of the day, votes are what counts for survival. But I'm also a very loyal person, and right now it's just going to be how it's going to be. And
Okay, so kind of talking about the jury, you think people are taking jury into consideration at this point? We're at final 8, going to be final 7. There's already 3 jury members, or do you think that people are going to try to wait to see who actually is making up the jury before they make decisions based off that?
Oh no, jury's already a big ass factor. The second it starts to be jury's a factor. Like, you always got to think, who's in the jury? Who were they close with when they were still in? Who could they still be kind of close with now? Because this isn't like the actual Survivor, where we still have the chance to communicate with each other during different games and all that. Like, jury is always, or to engage jury is always a big ass factor. And I automatically started thinking about, okay, who needs to go next and all that as jury starts.
Okay. So kind of going away from that, kind of looking back at the last vote, not really related to that any at all. We did see Austin go home with 2 idols in his pocket. I guess that kind of clears the air of idol talk, but idols are now back in the game. So does that kind of scare you to know that idols are gone, or does that kind of like clear your mind knowing that there's a low chance somebody already has it just because he just went home with it? So what's kind of your take on how the idols are?
Well, my take on it, there's still right now there could still be 3 idols in play: the one from the merge, the one from Chamba, and the one from the original Wolof. Those 3 idols are still very much possibly in play. So that's always in the back of my mind, like, okay, who was on Chamba? Who could have it? Who was on the Wolof? Who could possibly have that? and now that it's the merge idols back to be gotten, who could have that? Like, in my mind, that's always what's going on.
Okay, that's a good answer. Okay, so moving on to Alex. Thanks, Cameron.
Hello.
Hey, so kind of talking about the double elimination, what are your kind of thoughts on what happened last round? Do you think the right people went? Do you think things could have or should have went differently? What's your take on it?
Well, I give big props actually to Lamar and Ralib for voting Jennifer out, because they basically didn't give us a choice of who we wanted out between Lamar and Jennifer. If we actually wanted Lamar out, they made it so we didn't have the opportunity. So I give him big props for that. But I will say the guy in me is not wanting to do this, but I'm doing it anyways. So I just find it really interesting how last tribal, Lamar told me to keep his name out of my mouth, but then he's going around and saying my name during the tribal council phase of this part of the day. So I just find it really interesting that he feels like he can talk a lot, but then if you kind of go around to him, he gets all defensive, and he did it with Daniel as well. So,
Lamar, want to respond to that, or?
So, can you hear me? So, the only reason I was putting his name around his mouth because he's a flip-flopping ass bitch who every round he just goes who had the most numbers. That's why I put your name in my mouth, because you ain't loyal. Your vote. You really think they're going to, you're not going to be loyal to anyone.
I'm
This
loyal
whole
to
entire
people.
time. Shut up, bitch. You're not going to be loyal to anyone. And that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
loyal to Corey, I'm loyal to Cameron, I'm loyal to Daniel, I'm loyal to Jacob, I'm loyal to Kieran.
Okay, whatever. Next. Irrelevant. Number 2. Next.
Did I not say your name, Jacob? I was going down the list. If I missed your name, I apologize.
No, I said that's the T.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yikes.
Josh.
I have a question. May more be a more open-ended question to whoever wants to answer it. So I hear that Lamar is potentially a jury threat because everyone on his original tribe has gone one after the other. And so yes, it is true he might be a potential jury threat. Has anyone not thought of the philosophy, well, if I take this person further in the game, when there are tough votes for 6th, tough votes for 5th, tough votes for 4th, than me?
Yes, I thought about that because they thinking about it because it's 3 Bombaro members in jury. They think gonna get all their votes. When Austin even said he's gonna vote for who played the best game. Like it's gonna be hard. You see, I'm talking to these bitches in a row. Like it's gonna be hard for me to get that vote in jury, except for Corey. Corey's on there, but I mean, it is what it is.
Okay, I guess I'll respond to your question from an unbiased point of view, because from everybody else who is on Wolof, I get that mentality for sure, but that mentality happened the first round at this at merge, and look what happened. Literally look what happened. So I don't know. That mentality is really dangerous because one more week, they're automatically at the end. That's one spot that could potentially be mine, could be somebody else's. When we have a clear majority of people, when we have a group of people who we're all on the same page, we should be working together. We shouldn't be complicating things. And it's that mentality that Lamar plus all Bambera, however the fuck you say their tribe, I don't care. However they want to just throw it out there, that's their tactic. They're trying to say, well, why would you get rid of us now? Why won't you get rid of somebody else more weak? That happened on Survivor before. Has anybody watched Samoa? That has happened. That mentality is dangerous. If you keep going into mentality, that's what happens. That's how a majority loses the majority. And it's dangerous. And we all know that. And you can laugh all you want about it, but that's the truth. And that's why they've been going every single round because of this.
Yeah. But unlike Samoa, at this point, there's no FOA 4. It sounds like there's a Ramba Bamba 1.
Another thing I kind of...
Because of that. And again, there's a group of people, and it's fine. I trust them all. So
kind of adding to that too, just because if there is a giant group of people, looking at the end game, there isn't a final whatever. It's not a final 10, a final tribe. It comes down to a final 2 or 3. So looking at the majority, another thing to probably take in consideration when I guess people are making decisions is only 2 or 3 people do make the jury questioning phase. So I guess that's another thing. Whether looking at Lamar as a jury threat, looking as a way to get there, looking at people on your own tribe who are, people you think you can beat, that's definitely consideration. Just thought I'd add that out there too. But, does anybody have anything else to add before I move on through my list of questions? No? Okay. So next is to Corey.
Hello, first I'd like to say, Josh, you look dashing tonight.
Thank you.
So
Shout out,
and I also have a special guest. Say hello, Alex and Eli.
Hello, Alex.
Okay. So going into my question, with all this taking into consideration with like jury, with getting votes, with challenges, what's kind of your take on how people should be basing their votes on tonight at a final 8 situation?
Well, I think it depends who you are. I think you need to, for me personally, I'm just trying to make it count. And I mean, yes, the end game is in mind, but at the same time, I feel like if you play too fast or whatever, that can, like, one wrong vote can definitely screw up the rest of your game. So for me personally, I'm trying to just do this one person at a time.
Okay. And a similar question I asked Alex, because the double elimination was kind of a I guess like a big part, just because 2 people went home in the same night and didn't have much time to strategize. Do you think that the right people went home in your perspective?
Austin, definitely, because he had 2 idols and he could have got any of us 2 out at any time. So I thought, if Austin didn't have 2 idols, or I don't think he would have been targeted. And I don't think he has anyone to blame but himself for that. But the second vote with Jennifer, I mean, I am friends with Jennifer, so I really didn't want to vote her out. However, so there wasn't much I can do to save her. So I think about that vote, and maybe, if I ever go anytime soon, maybe I wish I would have done something with that. But at the same time, I think everything happens for a reason. I think there's an alliance, obviously, and I think people are sticking with it for a reason, because it's gotten us this far. Why would you? I mean, we see what happens. I think people don't stick to alliances. So that's just my take.
Okay. So next is we're going to move to Relib. So Relib. Hey. So previously your name was brought up just earlier, saying how it kind of seems that the tribe dynamics are, I guess, you and Lamar versus the rest. Do you kind of think that's the situation too? Do you put yourself with Lamar, or do you put yourself with Wolof because you were an original Wolof? So what's kind of your take?
The thing with me is I've always voted personally in this game. I know it's probably bad for my game, but I voted based on who I didn't trust at the moment. So Wolof is expecting me to be with them the whole time, but I'm just like, we gotta make moves. Like, it's not about one side versus this side. Like, do something. It's so predictable when you're just 2 sides. So I just like they hated me for that, but I'm still here. So
okay. And do you think that? Well, not kind of think that. Do you with all what's going on with people from Bambara going round after round, have things been kind of calm on camp, I guess you could say, or has there been some drama between people? I guess we saw some with Alex.
I don't like knows I don't like them. So Kieran, you can pack your bags because you're next. I plan on doing everything I can to get your ass out.
Okay, you can try it, buddy.
I wouldn't know what kind of happened between you two that happened. I didn't really expect that.
He's a backstabber. He's a
maniac. He was a maniac.
Get him, Riley. Get him.
Okay. I guess I'll move on. So last and final question is for Jacob. Can you hear me?
I exist.
Okay, so this one's kind of as a game overall question, but like more specific to you. So you are the youngest in the cast. You know, last season we did see the two youngest go home like back to back the first 2 weeks. So has being the youngest player in the game, has that like put an extra barrier for you, or has that helped you kind of make it to where you are now, or has it had no effect at all?
Personally, it's had no effect at all. Let's be honest. I mean, I played a game. I feel like I don't need to be branded. He's just the youngest. He doesn't know what he's doing. Like, that's not me. I know what I'm doing, and sometimes I don't vocally make my decisions because someone else says them first. So I believe that it doesn't mean that I can't be the game maker, game changer of the game. Yeah.
So do you think people are underestimating you overall as a player, or do you think that people realize that you are?
I think yes, because by the time I know what I want to do at the next tribal, somebody else brings up the idea before I can get it out. Always what happens. I get an idea in my head, and I'm like, okay, let's do this in Survivor. I'm going to bring this up, and someone else already does it, and I'm like, okay.
Okay. So do you think that that kind of helps or hurts your game? Because people might not know exactly what you're thinking, and when it comes down to the end, people might not know. Or do you think that it gives you a way to kind of keep the target off your back until later on?
I think that it helps my game because of the whole target thing, but I can see why it would hurt my game because it makes me seem like a sheep, which I hate being called, and I hate it whenever people think that just because you're in an alliance, it means you're sheeping. I hate that. I hate that mentality so much, and how jury members can be so bitter, and how they don't think before they make an action. They just go with it. And if you wonder what Survivor I'm talking about, it's not this one. It was Casey Hope's Survivor jury right now, I just remembered. But I believe that it helps my game because it keeps the target off my back. But I can also see how it would hurt.
Okay. So I guess that's a good way to wrap up this tribal. If anybody has any last, I guess, statements before you guys get 5 minutes, then I guess now would be your time to say something.
Can I say something? Like, so the reason why you call you a sheep, Jacob, because you're playing Cameron's game. That's why we call you a sheep. I mean, whatever Cameron say, you do. That's why we're saying that you're a sheep. I mean, shit, you might as well stick to playing Drake's, not this, because you don't know how to play. I'm just saying.
So apparently a fucking sheep now. Better start talking like one.
Okay, anybody else have anything?
I mean, might as well talk like one because you look like one.
Okay, so we'll move on from this. Nobody else, anything else? Okay, so you guys are gonna have until 9:30, 31, and then we'll read the votes. Josh will be reading them tonight. So yeah. If you guys want to change your votes, let me know as soon as you can because we got to get to that. And also too, there's
because I have to read, so I would assume and I would pray that y'all made up your minds and you don't change.
Oh,
I never changed my vote in my season, but I did lose. To be fair.
Josh, I just saw your Skype message now because I didn't have Skype open, but I guess
Can I ask a question? I didn't want to like intrude.
No.
Being voted out.
Real quick.
Whose butt, like whose stomach? Sorry, whose stomach is like really fucking nervous right now? Anyone by a show of hands? I know it. Don't even try to lie. Don't even try to lie. I know it because I'd sat through these multiple times, longer than one of you will tonight.
Well, Josh, you were idled out, weren't you?
I'm gonna take over the airways.
Okay, listen. Let me tell you something about idols. There was like 7 idols in my game before I got idled out, and they had all been played, almost all except for Tito's. And just when we didn't think someone had one, boom. So let me tell you something about Lavanini. Every time you think there's an idol, think like 1 or 2 more.
If I may now take over the airways for a bit. Like,
What?
if I may take over the airways for a hot second. I'll plug my new game I'm doing to host. Hopefully these up.
I cannot understand what she's
You're,
saying.
you're, Cameron, you're
It's
getting
like
cut
cutting
off.
out.
I am. Oh,
It's getting cut out.
Yeah.
is this better?
Yeah, just move closer to the mic. I think that's why. Because you're not lagging. It's just that it's not picking up everything.
This better?
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to plug in my new game I'm trying to host. It's called King of the Jungle 2. It's a continuation of the second season of the one I've already did.
Sorry, it kicked me off.
I'll also plug it to try to get more people to join. It's a really fun game. It's basically like Big Brother, but only instead of votes, the person who wins the team.
Ma'am, nobody can hear you.
Sorry. Is this better?
Yeah. No, I could hear it.
I couldn't.
I want to give a shout out to all my Bombard members and jury.
You know,
I will be joining y'all soon. So.
Girl, you gotta think positive. If you think negative, you deserve to go home, sister. You gotta be thinking like, I'm in it for the win it.
I was until I lost.
Because if you ain't, here's my advice. If you ain't planning to win, why the fuck are you playing?
I was planning to win, but you know, shit happens.
You gotta be playing, even if it looks like the apocalypse.
Oh, and then
You
also
better fucking work it out.
Sorry, also too, the season, like the applications for next season are probably gonna come out after the next tribal council.
That's my cousin.
It's Jocelyn.
Am I allowed to? Is it only new?
Yeah, next season's all new.
I want to be on it.
Yes. We need more women.
What, Corey? Also, everyone, Thursday at 9, T-Print's boardroom. We're actually gonna have one this week. People didn't show up to their last boardroom, so they got fired.
Who got fired?
Shout out to TSPA.
Isaiah. He didn't want to show up. He didn't want to do his part in the task either.
And that's why he was not cast for T-Viver.
I want to give a shout out
T-Viver
to,
cut.
like, all my friends who are no longer friends with me. Just kind of gonna call that out there.
Giraffe wants someone to say, please join his game of the Jungle 2. It's a game based on an old Animal Planet show where people compete to be the king of the jungle. If you are interested, please check out that link.
Yes.
Good
I will apply.
I'm apparently a sheep, so I can't. Sorry.
Is it time to read the
My
vote?
thing is like, no, my Skype mic isn't hanging up. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember, you can answer all the questions you want. Votes. Oh my god.
And then also to everybody here, there's a challenge after on Skype. So.
Yikes.
Hold on a second.
Is that a moan or yes?
Apparently, I have fudgy fingers.
I said yikes.
Oh.
Give me 1 second. Did anyone change their votes, Lavanini?
I'll PM you.
You're lying.
If they did or didn't.
What?
I'll PM you if they did or didn't.
Yeah, you're gonna have to PM me which one changed too.
Okay, I messaged you.
Okay. Thank the Lord.
Someone changed their vote?
No, I needed to know if people did or did not, but I cannot confirm or deny if someone did. That's up to you.
Okay, the votes are like finalized now, and you guys can't change if you are changing.
Yeah, I'm just getting them in the right order. And then we will be a go.
Chris and Jennifer from Ponderosa want a shout out, so shout out to them.
Shout out to Chris, shout out to Jen.
Shout out to Chris Story.
Shout out to my fellow nurse and shout out to James a little bit.
Shout out to 1180's boyfriend, RJ.
You thought.
Pornos.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, I'll play the music. Everybody.
Shout out to Duchess.
Shout out to the votes are being read. Fuck up.
Okay, everybody be quiet. When you're voted out, you'll have time to say whatever you want to say before you leave. But yeah, I'm gonna play the music.
Do you have like a spiel to give, or do I just go, sister?
You can ask for idols. That's it, then you can go.
Does anyone have a fucking idol and would like to play it now? You have 5 seconds. Be fast, or forever hold your peace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. First vote, Lamar for Essence. That's 1 vote, Lamar. Second vote, Relieve the Rat. That's 1 vote, Lamar, 1 vote, Relieve. Third vote, Lamar. That's 2 votes, Lamar, 1 vote, Relieve. Fourth vote, Relieve the Witch. That's 2 votes, Lamar, 2 votes, Relieve. Fifth vote, Lamar. That's 3 votes, Lamar, 2 votes, Relieve. 3 votes left. Duchess, get the fuck off my lap. I think this is the 6th vote, Relieve. 3 votes, Lamar, 3 votes, Relieve. 7th vote, Relieve.
You're going home?
That's 4 votes, Relieve. 3 votes, Lamar. Fucking next person voted off. T-Viver season, whatever the fuck this is. Relieve.
Fuck all of you! I hate you all!
Sorry, he is really I told him he was going home, but he didn't believe me.
I will come back and I'll get all of the fucking pictures.
Love you, Jocelyn.
I will be on the next season. Okay?
Any last words?
Any fucking last words?
Okay.
Was that a hashtag Survivor Blindside?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I think, well, based off his reaction, I don't think he expected it. But so yeah, that Relieve is gone, but we are final 7 now, and we have a challenge to do on Skype. So
Wait,
yeah.
can we get paper and pencil first?
Yeah, we'll start at 9:45, so in like 10 minutes. And thank you, Josh, for doing this.
Maybe someone other than Karen needs to win immunity. I need to see some fresh faces on the blog. I love seeing your face, Karen, but share the love.
And last thing we need to do is hashtag down with the podcast.
Wait, how big does the paper have to be, 11?
Be able, like, big enough that I could see writing on it.
I'm just using
That's what he said.